Hello, old Grange yet again. Different bike, not mine, I wish it was. It's a beautiful little thing. Rode it in this morning, belongs to my daughter. It's the Harley Davidson badged, but it really is an Air Macchi, Italian Air Macchi, made in Venice in Italy, northern Italy. There were, I think, air engine manufacturers at one point, if not airplane manufacturers. Now, back in the day, and I do mean a long time ago, a pal of mine had bought an Air Macchi, wasn't very old when he bought it, and he wanted to race motorbike. So he bought this Air Macchi, he changed the seat, the handlebars, took the lights and paraphernalia off, and raced it, and was at the front. That's impressive. That is impressive. And if you've ever had the joy of riding one of these things, you'd know why. Perky little motor, seriously perky little motor. Really nippy, unlike although it's a similar design to my Falcone, absolutely no similarity. Hardly any flywheel to it. It just zips up and you take off. Weighs nothing, no front frame, no cradle, but it surprisingly handles beautifully. Brakes will not surprise you. They're not harsh. They're more than adequate for the weight of the bike, but give you back to feel. And I think it's a Gramica setup. The front twin leading shoe, beautiful feel to it, and a lovely little machine. Quite rare, really. Well known in some areas, but reasonably rare, I think, especially a pretty one like this. I believe, don't know, I haven't really done my research, that this one is in fact a bit of a mongrel. The head and what have you possibly shouldn't be on this bike. It is an early one. It's J registered, which would make it a 71, something like that. So it's an early bike. It is an early bike, but it's typical in its Italian sort of ethos of lightweight, nice styling, and make this thing just go well. And it does. I mean, like I say, the handling is superb, absolutely superb. And it's a bike that, the more you look at it, the prettier it gets. You know, I have this thing about guzzies. I really love my guzzies, and I think, you know, when you get off a bike, you should look at it and go, "I'm pleased I've got that." I don't get that with the Californian. You know, I have said this before. The Cali doesn't leave me sort of itching to look at it a second time, although riding it is good. But this thing, well, you wouldn't want to go a long way on it. I mean, it is so buzzy, you wouldn't want it to go a long way. But every time you look at it, you see a different sort of angle to it, you see a nice shape to it. I mean, this sort of very sort of American sort of peanut tank sort of affair, with a little bit of chrome for the air filter, just little touches, just make it a sweet bike. A very, very sweet bike. Nice short little mud guard. Again, all in keeping with this light style and these little tiny touches of its type, which I say, lightweight Italian. Slightly balanced rear mud guard here. This again, very much of its time. Not popular now. Certainly not popular by the Japanese. They would have just had this in chrome without these valances. Makes it a bit more expensive to make, but for sure gives it a little bit more style and character. Little touches like that always make a difference. The way that the grips mirror one another to the twist grip, this smoothness, there isn't a lump against your hand. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. I don't know how many of them are around. There appears to be a very, very, very active club, but it seems to be a European club. It seems to be driven from Italy. I might be wrong, I'm not an expert on this for sure. What I am an expert on is my own opinion of what a bike should say to you and how it should be. And this says, ride the nuts off me. This says, I can go around corners. It says, I'm as pretty as a picture. And it is all those. It just goes, handles, and looks great. And I know somebody out there is going to argue with that, but you know, it's my taste, it's my shed. The hell with you. It's simply that, it is an opinion. And my opinion is that you'd be hard pressed to find a prettier little bike. She wanted to get into biking. She was talking at the time about various different bikes we were looking at. And one day I just said to her, look at Air Mackie. And she said, never heard of them. And I said, well, come take a look. I'd forgotten at that point in time that it was Harley Davidson. And she's now big into the Harley scene, which is quite interesting. That's another story, I guess. In a nutshell, she went to a Harley meeting and they said, oh, you can't come near, that's not a Harley. And one of the organisers said, actually it is. You have to let her in, it's a Harley. So that was that, which is quite fascinating in itself. Because Harley owners don't like to think that you made a 350. Don't know why they don't like the idea of it, but they don't. And so she later went on and got into the Harley scene. She got a couple of them now. Older Harleys, they are very old. Very desirable bikes. I don't like the style, like I said, to me they're very much like the California. It's this cruiser style that I can't get into. And the more I think about it, the less I like it. And I'm only thinking about it because I've got one. You know, I've got the Cali. But this, I think I would swap this for that Californian any day. Because it's a lot like my Falcone. You're riding along and you just realise to yourself, oh, I'm smiling. Because that's what it does. I had a 350 Marini, which the Marini 3.5, and I love that bike. I shouldn't have sold it, but I did. We do these stupid things. I would not know, out of the two of them, which would be the quicker bike, this or the Marini. I really don't. There's such a close run thing. This actually may have the edge, and I think that largely comes from it being just a little bit lighter. But it really is a close run deal with that. I wouldn't like to say. And you're never liable to ever prove that argument one way or the other. Like I say, I'd own it. I'd have it in my shed. I would have it in my shed as a talking point and a bike you can really ride and enjoy. And it is a hoot to ride. It really is a hoot to ride. And like I say, you get off it and you're smiling, and all you can think about is, yeah, I like another go of that. I'll look forward to the next ride on that bike. And it's the same with all of my bikes, as I say. You get off them, you know yourself, you get off the bike, you turn around and you look at it, you go, yeah, like that. And that's the feeling you get with this. You do get that. Really tidy machine. I believe this is a Ducati seat. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there will tell me. Lord knows which Ducati, but there you have it. But it's been put together by whoever did it really quite nicely. Everything is well balanced about the bike. You know, the way it all just sits and appears to you, and it really does just appeal to my eye. And I would be quite happy to say I own this. If I did it, I would be proud to own it. Any thoughts you have about Air Mackie or stories you have? I'm sure I'd like to hear them. So as I could pass them on to my daughter, she's always interested in what other people think of the various machines that she owns. And she does own quite a few very interesting machines, not just bikes, cars as well. So it will be a case of I'd be interested to hear any comments about it. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please press the share and the subscribe, or even the little bell thing, I believe there's a bell thing, and I'll see you again with the next bike. Maybe it'll be something different again. Who knows? It might just be ramblings. See you again soon. Take care.